walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here for the offense. Quarterback keeper. Got the first down. Looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's... And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
Might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. Well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the 1st quarter, for goodness sakes.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
Looking for space. It's Lewis. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets to the 36. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a...
Oh, picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Pulls it in. It's Haynes. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. He'll try to get it through the air. Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Lewis. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Extending the play. Looking down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's caught inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep him honest, take him chunk by chunk.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off. and stand there and watch the play. Now, he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. First down for this offense. Looking for space. It's Lewis. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the counter. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter.
And after 1, we're tied 0-0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's Green. At the 45, on his way. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Still running at the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Calls his own number. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They'll try to pick up the first. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
zone.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's going to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Clemson. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, Tennessee, 0.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Keeps looking downfield. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
And if that don't light your fire, your will is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boys, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Reed. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Now they'll run the draw. Running with power. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Fair catch, called for and made. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Lewis. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've been completely lethargic in this 1st half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Man, that is a play that this kid is going to learn from, and they're going to coach him up to never do that again. A righty cannot roll to his left and throw it back into the middle of the field. Your accuracy goes way down. Your timing is way off. It is just too easy for the defense to come away there with it.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fires one high and deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. Nowhere to move. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
He's up to 55 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Breaks the tackle. Bringing the heat. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tennessee. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to him. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance just steamrolling the defense. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff.
And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on second down. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And it's loose.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Handoff from the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the ball's racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown ball. They take the lead with the 6.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area. Because of his speed and his size, he's a nice target. Right there on the post, you see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's got room. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Still on his feet. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays, and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with it.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown!